Hello. Welcome to the Insaka Talk Show. My name is Winnie Sonda, and I'm with my co-host, Miss Irene. How are you?
Hello, everyone around the world. I'm fine. I'm doing well. Happy Sunday, beautiful people. I know this is a time of atrocities and there's a lot of sadness, but let's put God first and everything is going to be okay.
Everything gonna be all
Yeah,
right.
right.
Don't worry about
About
a
the
thing.
thing,
Yes. Everything
everything is going to
will
be
be all right. And you know what? The funny part, right? And we didn't even plan this. This is just we are just coming here. About this, no worry. I know, like you said, the country is like upside down. Things are just moving on the left hand side. But if you are a child of God, remember, even in the old Bible, there used to be where people had to move, people were killed, there was wars, there was this, there was talking. Even this moment, just be still and believe that He is there and He is in
Yep,
the wind. He's there. We can feel Him.
yep.
So
I feel him every day.
I feel Him every
Trust me.
second.
Yeah, actually, that said, we're actually having, I just wanted to reach out to all the Chicago people. We're having an immigration attorney Zoom meeting. She's going to come at 12 p.m. Central Time. She's just going to talk about the do's and don'ts and, the clouds in our head, what's going on, what you should worry about, what you shouldn't worry about. It's going to be nice. I can't say exactly what it's going to be because everybody has different worries. And that's why she's coming for a Q&A. And I hope it's successful. If you're in Chicago, log in onto the Zoom. We're going to share it on our community page. Log in, ask your questions, and be safe.
Yep. I think we should do
Okay.
the same thing on New York. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I should do that. You know what? As a matter of, I was thinking about this. Just something that came through my head. Like you, as Winnie, what would you rather be? Would you rather like be able to read people's minds, or would you want to speak so many languages?
I think I wouldn't want to be reading people's mind because then I'll be beating up a lot of people.
Why did I not know that? Why would I not know that?
I don't know why you forgot.
No, forgive this girl. She doesn't know what she's doing.
Yeah, like
Sorry,
that.
I
I'd rather not, Irene. I think I'd rather keep what I have. I would rather be more like, see, I am more like on a philanthropist, humanitarian. I would rather be able to give more than what I give now. But reading people's mind, that would be beating up a lot. A lot would have been going in and out of jail.
Ah, you just cracked me up. Happy Sunday, everyone. This is Insaka Talk
I'd be
Show. If you don't know anything about the Insaka Talk Show, we are a live show that streams on Sundays, every Sunday, uh, 2 p.m. Central Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please share the page, tell your friends to come in and just talk to us and watch the show. You can make comments, we'll read them. We want to share your love. We want to share. This is Ubuntu. That's why it's in Saka. It's togetherness.
And you
So
know what?
whatever.
While you're saying that,
Mhm.
sorry, cut you short. So we have this weekend, today and tomorrow,
Yeah.
and Monday after think to 12 p.m. We're looking for a couple with a beautiful story, couple who've been married for a long time. Maybe you've been through different struggles, and the Insaka team would take you for dinner on Valentine's Day. So make sure you watch, share with. We want real stories, not just because me and my husband we met last year. Listen, we want those ones that they've been through it, different struggles, not just money or this. You came out together, you grew up together. That kind of um my marriage, youth marriage, that kind of marriage. That's what we're looking for.
That's very good that you say that. So to top it up with what Winnie is saying, so the two couples, they're going to come from a bracket of From 25 years old to 35, we are going to select one couple, and from 40 to 55, we're going to select another couple. And then we have identified two seniors in our community that are going to read these stories and help us select who's the favorite. So we're not gonna select because we don't want you to say, oh, they select,
Favorite.
but maybe no. We have two seniors that we've picked in our communities that are going to read these stories and be able to tell us how authentic the story is, if it sounds real, and stuff like that. Be authentic, be truthful. This is not about winning um, a dinner or anything like that. There's a surprise after the dinner, but we're not going to talk about it for now. But yeah, enter it. I think we've shared all the information. Oh my God, I love love. Love
Love,
is
love,
beautiful. So I want to hear
love, love.
stories. I want to
Listen.
hear stories. And
Yeah.
share your own stories. Even if you met somebody last week and you're not
Yeah.
married,
You
but you're
never
in
know.
love and you met in a very unforeseen circumstance and it's a beautiful story you want to share the story with us. You never know. You might
Share the
inspire
story
somebody.
of love.
Yeah. So to dive in, actually, that's the reason. Now that we are, the cat is out of the the hat, let's talk about the real reason why we wanted to do this show. It's Valentine's Day on Friday, I think. You know me,
Hmm.
I'm not big on Valentine's, but I think the only way I remember Valentine's Day, it's my brother's daughter's birthday. Otherwise, I don't know. Anyways, so it's we are trying to embrace love, especially in a time like now when there's turmoil in the world. We want to make sure that we give a little love as well to deserving two couples, right? So we wanted to talk about some things about what do you understand about love. You know, um, my first question to you probably would be like, if you're in a relationship, what is your language of love? What is your language of love? Do you like? I'll go with me first, so I can be transparent. So my language of love is always I'm more into like expressing my whole hundred love to the partner that I'm with. My partner has to feel my whole hundred. I cannot give 98% because I don't have the 2% to just float around. So they say when you give a whole hundred, the person that you're giving a whole hundred will reciprocate and give you the hundred as well. You can't expect to give 25% love to a man or a spouse or whatever, and then you expect 100 back. So at least for me, that's one of my language of love, and embracing the beauty of the person that I'm with, complimenting them. They look good. Or, babe, you don't look good in this shirt. Go put on this shirt. You look good in this shirt. Because I want him to look good for me and for the world.
For the world.
To reciprocate as well. When he sees something that he feels like doesn't sit well with me, he should be able to say, babe, that dress doesn't look good with that hair. I think go and change. You look good in this. That's my language of love. So I don't know about you.
No, for me, I think most of the stuff that you said, I think is similar. I think for me, when I love hard, and I think I want. I'm saying this because I know I have loved before, and I've expressed myself over here on the Insaka that I was married, and then I went through divorce and all that stuff. So even the second time now, I'm in a relationship, and it's just so beautiful because I found the person who just loved me the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. And love is not about money. Love is not about, oh, what am I getting from this person? Love is like when you are home, or when you come from home and your friend is home, you find there's food on the table, kids have done homework, and just like that little is like, oh, hello, how was your day? And then you just give each other a hug and just like, you know what? I got this. You got this. Or you're looking for something and I say, you know what? I think if we do this and this and this, it's gonna be okay. There's
Yeah.
that understanding. There's a clear communication. There's transparent, and then there's just like knowing that even if you're going somewhere far that I don't know, I know wherever this person is okay. So I think my love language is just knowing that I'm able to give you 100 and you give me 100.
That's good. I'm glad you said that. And to me, I feel like the other thing that people should learn to do is to love, to celebrate love daily.
Yes.
It's very important for people to celebrate love daily. You cannot love me today and then tomorrow you don't love me anymore. Doesn't matter whether we are fighting or we're quarreling. Try and express the same love that you gave yesterday and today, every day. Because that's a reminder of why you guys ended up together. Love shouldn't stop. Yeah, you can be upset, you can be angry, you can be unhappy about something that your spouse did, but love should stay still. It's like the love we have for God is still. So why
it doesn't move? It doesn't
so
change.
So why should that move? You can love through a storm. You can love through anything.
I want to show you something. So when I met my boyfriend now, we talk about we call each other partner, but boyfriend, we passed that level of boyfriends. When I met my partner, we talk about love, right? And then and it's for everyone else. If you meet somebody else, be specific of what you want, because you want to give in something and you want to get something, not money. Words of affirmation. When you get up in the morning, I can't share much because it's my phone, but like if I had to share, you could see the emoji. Like this is every morning, like I get the emoji. Like I'm not gonna give you flowers every day, that's realistic, but Winnie, I will give you flowers because you deserve flowers. So I wake up in the morning, you got flowers and you got hearts and you got prayer. And that, listen, I woke up with that in the morning. Sometimes like I turn around and now I expect it. There'll be days when I say, how come I didn't get flowers? Oh, Winnie, I didn't water the flowers yesterday, so they're dry today. If he wants to play jokes. But it's just a good feeling knowing that you don't have to wait until Valentine's to celebrate love or to give emoji of love to your partner. You can do that every day. You can do that every day. You can do the morning, you can do at lunch, you can do at night. And you know what? I feel like love is a daily thing that we're supposed to celebrate. And I think when people are stopped loving each other, that's when the conflicts start happening. Because when there's love, you celebrate your friend. Oh, what did you eat? Did you eat dinner? No, I didn't eat. I'm going to eat a little bit. You talk about everything and anything. So it has to be a daily thing, not only Valentine's, guys.
Yeah, true. And I feel like we should learn to give little gestures, like love gestures all the time to your partner. I'll tell you, like for me, it seems very small, but it's a big deal for me. My partner knows I'm big with hugs. I like my hug in the morning. I like my hug in the middle of the day.
No, there's too much.
I don't care. If you give me 10 hugs, I'm fine. I don't want just a hug like
the one that you just oh.
Yeah, I want a hug that I can immerse in you, and just sometimes I'm processing too many things in my head.
Yeah.
And I can't voice them out. So that very silent 30-second hug, that's just quiet. It settles me. It humbles me. Then I recharge. So if my partner knows if he didn't hug me, I remind him. Where's my hug?
Where's my hug?
Where's my hug? I didn't get a hug.
You remind me, Rafik. My son is like that. Mommy, I need a hug. Can I get a hug, Mommy? Can I get a hug?
There's nothing wrong. That's my own little gestures that I want to get from my spouse, And for me, for him, he likes me. Sometimes he's watching TV, I just rub his head or something, like whatever I can do.
What works for him.
It works. Yeah. Something like that. That's a little gesture. That's what we're trying to say. It doesn't have to be like you have to be intimate all the time. It has nothing to do with that. Little gestures of reminders that, you know what, I got you.
It's very
feel
important.
your pain, I feel that you're tired, I feel like you're stressed. Here's a hug. You know, that's what I'm trying to say. So this is very important. Give little small gestures daily. Remind yourselves why you're together.
That's very true. And then sometimes you have to do surprise your spouse, surprise them. Like, like on my previous life, I call it my previous life. I never know how to cook, but I know how to cook now. So I have come to realize that my partner now, he likes certain food that I cook, and I can see it. I don't make it all the time, but there'll be time, and I'll just like make it, and then he doesn't even know. So when he comes and he goes, the fridge is like, oh, how come you didn't tell me that you made this food? I was like, don't worry about it. I knew you're gonna come, but I just see how he likes it, how he's eating and enjoy. And then I like this certain, it's like no, I'm not again. It's like a soup that they make. It doesn't bring me all the time, but there'll be times when I don't even expect it, and then I see just like my food. You have no idea. I really
you eat that soup.
Oh no, I even even knows, and I'll be like doing, and he was like, I was sitting down. I'm like, I should get her some soup. Let me see what she's gonna do. And then I'll be eating. I'll be like, oh my gosh, why didn't you tell me? It's like, wait, just eat.
That's why we say you have to prioritize your spouse. So to me, I feel like it's very important, like when I go outside, and which I do all the time, when I go outside, and then whilst I'm outside, I think about what my spouse likes to eat. Even if, because I'm not hungry, doesn't mean he's not hungry.
Yeah.
So I'll prioritize his needs first, and then I'll come later because I'm not hungry right now. I shouldn't say when I feel hungry, that's when I'm
going to do. Yeah.
So when you prioritize your spouse in everything that you do, you remember that when your spouse is doing very well, the chances of you not doing so well are slim than none, because you're going to rub off the energy from your spouse, because obviously, obviously they're going to bring positive energy in the house. They're happy, whether it's woman or man. I'm not talking about just a man. It's both ways. When they come in with positive energy, they're happy with what they're doing in life, whether it's business or work or whatever they're doing, and you prioritize them in the sense that when they come, put your needs first behind, and say, hey, how was your day?
Yeah.
Did you have a nice day? I know you said you had your 3 Zoom meetings today, or you had a meeting today with your boss. How did it work? How did it go? When they say, oh, it was good, then you can say, oh, you want to hear mine? Because you're prioritizing the other person to feel very pumped up, so they can now listen to your story. Because sometimes maybe my story will be very sad. So if I start with mine, they won't tell me theirs. So where do I even start to say I had a good day when this person had a bad day?
Yes.
Exactly. So somehow you have to learn to balance that.
And you know what? That reminds me, I know it's off topic, but that reminds me when Jesus washed the feet to his disciples. That's prioritizing his needs, because he was telling them, like, listen, I'm just like you right now. I respect you as a human being. So we have to really, especially in two partners, prioritize them is really important. You have to be able to respect your partner in any way you can. And it makes, and this is when they say, when they say, oh, why should I respect him? Respect doesn't have to be it's the simple things that you prioritize to your partner, and your partner will know. You might not be calling me Bashinani, but your partner will know that, oh no, this is the way it's supposed to be. So prioritize your partner is really, I think it's an ideal in a relationship. And it's supposed to be every day, not only on Valentine's.
It's on daily basis. You know what? I like what you said, that your spouse goes to buy you a soup that he knows that you like, and he doesn't go to that probably restaurant all the time. But when he's in that neighborhood, that's the first thing he thinks about. My girl is gonna love me when I take this soup. I don't care how mad she is that day. When I take this soup, it's gonna melt her.
And you know how far it is? It's like an hour, 45 minutes away. 45 minutes to an hour. Yes, it's that far.
Okay, no, that's love.
No,
That's
like
Valentine's
it's
love.
that far. That's why when he passes through that place, it just no matter if he passes, it doesn't matter what that soup. I just sit down and warm it in my microwave. I'm like, I'm waiting with the spoon. I'm like, oh, so you went there? I said, Winnie, just eat.
You know, sometimes men, they want to see how appreciative you are for little things that they do, the small little gestures we're talking about. You know, some men are not very good at saying "I love you" all the time,
That's
or
right.
some are not gonna give you hugs like the hugs that I get. But they'll find another way of showing little small gestures like this.
Yeah.
Like they know that you like something white. You go there and find something, a very nice T-shirt or something that's white. Say, I know you like white. So I saw
Yeah.
this and say, I know Winnie is gonna love this. So those
Yeah.
little small gestures, you have to appreciate them in the sense that it doesn't matter whether the gift was like $5. The fact that he thought about you when you were not even there,
Mm-hmm.
the thought that counts.
The thought that counts.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's very, very important for us to do that. And for young people that are in relationships, I think one of the things that I would want to share with you guys is emotional intimacy and communication is like super duper important.
Oh,
Yes, emotional intimacy is very important because young people, they think the physical intimacy is the one that's
it's the
important.
one that's the only thing that.
Now, emotional intimacy, because you see, the thing is, when you are thinking about your spouse whilst they're not there, like say for example, you're thinking about them that when they come, you tell them on the phone, hey babe, when you come, maybe just go take a shower, relax. I cooked this. I know you love it very well. Something like that. Young people don't know that. They just know things like, I need a wig. I need shoes. I need makeup. I need this. I need. When are you going to give back to this person? And vice versa for the guys. Just because you have a spouse that cooks all the time and she cooks well, you can't be making those demands. Cook this, cook that. I want to find this. I want to find. When are you going to actually
sit down and make?
Because she
Yes.
cooks well, because you enjoy the food. So now it's your turn to say, you know what? My wife is always making me all this delicious food, cleaning all the time. I find the house is all put together. The kids are fed and stuff like that. Let me surprise her. Maybe you do the cooking that day, or you just take her to a place where it's really small. You can budget like, okay, I only have 300 kwacha in my pocket. What can 300 kwacha do? It can buy like a plate of shima and whatever together. You drink, maybe she drinks a Fanta, you drink a beer or two. Just that moment of spending time with that spouse that never goes anywhere creates another wave of love.
I think that's what people miss. That we all think that emotion, intimacy, communication by just coming home and bring food and then go to bed and sleep, and then you sleep all day in the house. Oh, I'm always in the house. Why is she complaining? You're forgetting you're forgetting the emotional part. You're forgetting the intimacy part. It's not supposed just to sleep on the bed. Intimate. There's some intimacy where I just want to hold your hand as we take a walk to the park.
Yeah.
And that for me, it's a thing. It's like, I just want to hold your hand. I'll be like, this is not tall. I just want to hold your hand. And then those things will lead to a good communication. Will lead to but I'm want to get in bedroom. Because we only think it's only happening in there. No, this starts in the morning. You communicate. Oh, honey, I'm gonna go see you later. Or I'll meet you for lunch. Or you carry the kids. You're helping. it just takes off that the weight of your body, knowing that you have a partner who's gonna help me, and that is communicating with you, knowing that, Nina guy came home, is helping me out. It makes you feel good. When he comes around, you're cooking, you maybe chat and you tell you about this. That's communication. And then maybe holding you around your waist, that's intimacy. There's some different things that we should start doing, young people, to keep our homes, because we rush into the room and we forget all these things. Doesn't only have to be happening there. It can happen outside the room. I think that's what I view it now.
Yeah. You can wash dishes together. Whilst you're washing dishes together, you're cooking. The one big thing that really would happen that is different in any household, make the bed together.
Oh, we do that.
That gives you a little time to talk,
It does.
It gives you a little time to talk and stuff like that.
Before you get up in the morning, make the bed together. Mm-hmm.
Make the bed together. Just, hey, can you help me stretch the sheet on the other side? You make it and that's it. And then even if that's the only thing that you do for the day, that's a communication already, because I don't think you're going to make that bed in silence.
No.
You're going to speak. You're going to say something. You're going to say, oh, by the way, you know what? I forgot. Junior, Uskulu, they want this, or they said this, or they want us to
create
Are you available to go with him, or you want me to go with him, or do you want us to go together? Those are moments that you're going to be doing together. It gives you that sense of being in that relationship, because your husband or your wife has a say in whatever decision you make. That's communication. Those are silent communications. Not like I'm a meeting, the meeting that they used to do for us like that. If he says there's a meeting, you're all sitting in the living room waiting for the meeting. They were so crucial. But this is to say, it's very important for you to have even a non-verbal communication by doing that. Say, for example, your husband is putting on his work clothes. And you see that the collar is not well put together. You can go and say, hey, let me fix your collar. Fix his collar, you fix his tie, and you said, have a nice day. That's it. The have a nice day is the only communication you made, but the rest of the things were non-verbal. But that's communication. Because now he feels empowered, because he saw that you didn't want him to go outside half-baked.
Half-baked, yeah.
You want him to represent your household, the children, yourself, and himself. So there's a lot that comes in, whether it's a man or woman, because this is 2025. The woman might be the one working, or the man is the one working. So it goes both ways.
It's funny when you say that. Just last weekend, I think we were home, and then it was Sunday. Of course, my partner he wasn't feeling well, so he was home. So we said after church, we're going to go to eat. So we walked home. No, when you go to church, the kids, everything is everywhere. I walked home, I said everything was nice and clean and sparkly. And I was like, this is nice. Why did you do that? It's like, because you were rushing to go to church. I didn't want you to come home and find everything was upside down.
Oh.
I want to just ask to come, so when you come, we go out to eat, and then that's it, and come back and take a nap. Those little things.
Yes. That's what I'm trying to say. It's those
little things just makes, especially for me with my kids, those little things. I'm like, damn, thank you. You could have come a little earlier, sooner in my life.
Like for me, I work from home, right?
Yeah.
So I'm eating breakfast now. I never used to eat breakfast. I eat breakfast because my partner makes breakfast every morning. He's a breakfast person. So he makes sure that when he makes breakfast, he makes something for me. I'm very minimal when it comes to breakfast, but he's going to make sure that my coffee is there. And then we might not be talking because I'm busy working. He's doing his own things. But I know that I don't have to wake up and say, oh my God, what am I going to eat today? Or I'm feeling lazy to make coffee. My coffee is already made, because he has to play a part in what I'm doing, undisturbed. He's not disturbing me. I'm busy working. But I have to remember that I have somebody who's thinking about me whilst I'm working. So those little things, that's what I'm trying to say. And again, we're not saying you have to break the bank in order for you to show love, anything like that. You know, you can date your spouse.
Yes.
Learn to date your spouse. Learn to date your spouse. Because you know what happens? When you go on a date, it doesn't mean that you have to go outside. You don't have to go outside to date your spouse. You can date them inside the house.
Yeah.
You can just say, babe, today I'm going to get off early and then let's watch a movie together.
Yeah, make popcorns.
Yes.
A lot of wine.
Popcorns, or you make viwaya. Me, I love viwaya so much. Sorry. I love the things that I love so much is viwaya because I went to a high school in Southern Province, so that's a big deal there. Like,
yeah,
viwaya
and salt.
Yes, and then I love groundnuts. Fried groundnuts. I love them, so I can eat those things whilst you're watching something together. You can say, this week I'm picking a movie. Next week you pick a movie. Those are little things that you can do. Stay away from like going to a bar,
fancy restaurant,
any place where you need to spend money. Avoid that if you want to do a much simpler, less financially straining date. You can do it in your house.
The other thing that you just said that I saw in the summer.
Before I lose that thought, you can take your kids to your sisters or to the aunties or the grandmothers. Just say, can you keep them? It's not about anything. It's just about that freedom of being in the house with your spouse and do those things that you love.
And it's very good. Thank you for that, Irene. It's very good to just actually date in your own house without kids in it if you have kids. Because when you have kids, right, there's some conversation you will talk, they will hear or something.
Yeah.
But when you're just like quiet, like for me, I said the peace and quiet. I can even hear the clock on my wall. That peace and quiet. So when they go somewhere, I'm like, it feels so good.
Yes.
So it's really good for you just knowing like, this weekend and then you and me, we're just gonna hang out. It's really good. It just makes you feel like, you need to be able to go back to where you're just two of you if you have children. It's important for a couple.
There's I think I watched a TikTok or it was on Facebook where this couple does this every month. They date in their house. In their house, they have a date. They set up the dining table and they set up their cutlery nicely, and they take turns. If this month is the wife that's cooking for that date, she doesn't tell the husband what she's going to cook for that date. It's a surprise. She'll create a menu. So the menu will have all the things that she's going to serve, and she'll give it to the husband, and then they'll sit and eat, and vice versa. It's so beautiful, but it's very simple. And their thought is, do not break the bank in order for you to have a good time. They use the same things that they have in the house. So they never buy something outside. They'll go in that's their game. Go in the cupboard, go in the food pantry, go find something that you can create that we can eat together. So it shows that you can do these things without spending money because you already have those things in the house.
In the house.
Try it.
I think that is beautiful. I think I did more like in the summer, what I started doing since I met Ryan. In the summer, we just, what are we doing? It's like, I don't know, when I get from work or maybe on a weekend or Friday night, what are we doing? Babe, just get some drinks. We'll drink some beer, get some wine. We drive. There's a water park. There's a park somewhere by the water. Mm-hmm. We drive. We park the car and we just take a walk. He has the drinks, just drinks.
Yeah.
We sit down. We're looking at the water and we are talking. We are laughing. Knowing me, something happened. I start dancing. We just like laugh and we just actually. Those are the moments I cherish more because we talk so deep because we have no distraction. It's just like you and me and we're sitting down. in just looking at the water. So conversation just brings up, oh, even me, I went through this. Oh, this is how I was feeling. What do you think about this? And you plan very well too. Those simple dates, it's really good. Even ice cream, go for ice cream.
You know what? That is a beautiful thing that you said. That's a moment for you to actually talk about conflict with your husband or your spouse or your, how to handle conflict. You find that beautiful moment where everybody is like in a good mood, and then you talk about it because you're walking. You're just free. You're just walking and talking and say, by the way, last week you actually you upset me, but you explained later on somehow without me asking you what happened. But in that moment when it happened, I was very mad at you. Next time let me know why I was mad. Talk about the reason why you were mad whilst you are talking with love and respect.
Yeah.
You say the reason why I was mad is because I know you come home early on Thursdays. So I said, you know what? I haven't cooked this for him in a very long time, and I know he loves it. So I took my time and cooked this and stuff like that. And then you didn't show up because you had an impromptu thing to go with your friends or with your workmates or whatever. But call me and say, hey, babe, something came up. I don't think I'm coming home. So if you're cooking dinner or whatever, don't wait up on me. I wouldn't be upset. But you made me go like you're saying, you drove all the way 1 hour, 30 minutes to go and buy that food to come and surprise him or her. And then she just sends you a message like at 9 p.m. Hey, babe, I forgot to tell you that I'm staying up late.
I'm staying up late.
Yeah. But you are going to say it with love and respect without judging them. That's what I mean. So you find a place to talk about conflict, but with love and respect.
I think you're right on that. It's when you have conflicts like that, I think you have to always have respect to speak to your partner. For me, I think as much as I talk and I'm very I can beat you up, Ryan is tall, so I can't beat him up, I know for sure. And it's very quiet. It's just too kind for me. So what I do when I feel like I'm in my feelings, he knows too. So are you in your feelings? Because I keep quiet and he knows. Because I talk about everything else. And I think I did very well to actually tell him who am I with how I deal with my conflicts. When I can't speak at the moment, then I'm hurting. When I don't speak after 2 days, it's be sorry, be sure something is up. 1 week, that's it. It's gone. So he knows when it's like one day, maybe he texts in the morning, like I say, he texts in the morning and I'll text good morning. Like he knows how I text. Mm-hmm. So he'll be like, oh, what happened? Are you in your feelings? I'm like, no. So are you in your feelings? I'm like, yeah, what happened? And then he'll be like, I don't want you to go by the day and you don't tell me, because this confusion here, that whatever's going on, we don't go to bed or next day to solve the problem of yesterday. We take care of it in the day. And then he tells me, okay, I get it. You're still upset. You can be in your feelings, but we need to talk about it. And it's just a good way of, you don't have to be mad. You can still be mad, but talk about how you're feeling. While you're still mad, you can take 2 days to be mad, but talk about it so the other partner knows that you're not okay. And I think that's a good way of having a conflict, and then just like, hey, I'm upset, but I'm mad at you, but it's okay. I'm going to tell you how I feel, but let's keep moving. Yeah.
Well, for me, I tend to be quiet when I'm mad. I don't get quiet because I'm being disrespectful. It's because I'm being mindful of what I might say that I'll regret after. Because, in the moment of anger, when you just bluntly just start saying things, you might say things to your spouse or your friend or your colleague that will hurt their feelings without you knowing that you're hurting their feelings. Mm-hmm. But in that mode where you're angry and you're just kind of throwing things, bullets everywhere without knowing the person that you're telling, you don't know where they are with their feelings. If you don't know if they are broken, if they had a bad day, if they had a bad morning, and then you throw bullets at them, you worsen their situation. So I tend to just keep quiet for some time. And then after some time, I can talk about it because I know that I'll get over quickly. Before, I used to just be quiet and just mute forever. And then you're digging, you know me really. You're now digging to find out, Irene, are you okay? I'm good. But one thing people didn't understand, I used to process that on my own. And like I've always said on the show, the reason why it's so hard for anyone to piss me off to an extent that I talk back is because I always believe that I don't have any control of why that person did or said those things to me or about me. I have control of how I process it. If I want to be at their level of foolishness, and I'm going to answer them back. But I choose not to, so I keep quiet, and then I start self-meditating, telling myself, you know what, Irene? You didn't do anything. You said the right thing. So you know what? It's not on you. Let it go. The next thing I see you, we're talking and you're wondering like, you're okay. It's because I don't let things sit in me when I don't have any control of why your madness is coming to me.
That thing is amazing, and it's something that I'm always going to embrace it. I've learned it from you, and I can say that because I know me. It worked well for my ex-spouse. There's so much going on with my family, and I don't want to get out of that topic, but I'm just saying like how to control yourself. You are not in control of other people's feelings, emotions, whatever that they're going through. Even your spouse, you're not in control. You are only in control of yourself. So no matter where I go, like this is I said, I think on my birthday last year, I said, no matter where I go, I'm going to try to live for me, and I'm going to try to control me. I can't control you. I can't control anyone. Whatever you think or heard or what, it's up to you. But if you feel like there's a way we can sit down and discuss and talk, it is what it is. I was talking to my ex-mother-in-law, which I love her dearly. But it's funny how she like tripped and then she said stuff and I was like, no, you can't do that. I love you. But you said that. You know what I did for the first time in my life? I was like, cut, block, bye. And it hurts me because this is the person that I love. But the things that you say in that moment, I was like, no, I cannot disrespect you. I still love you. You're a grown-up person. But I refuse to go down in the lane. Because once I will say something bad, then I will never forgive myself. I have children with you. So...
But really, you were very hard. It was so hard for me to work with you and let you understand that you cannot be that hyper and angry all the time, because at the end, we used to talk all the time and you said, I mean, why are you like this? How can I be like you? I said, the more you try and fight something, the more you will fight more.
Yeah.
The more you just calm yourself down and resist those fights and just say, you know what, I'm better than this, I'm bigger than this, you start feeling good about yourself. And then I started seeing those things transform in you. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. She heard.
She cries. No, it's a good thing. It's being in good, because because the thing is, right, when somebody does something or when other people do something, you want to prove that you didn't do it, or you want to prove you're not that person. And then I was like that. I want to prove that, actually I'm doing fine. I did not do, like, why am I even approving myself? And I let him like, no, Winnie, come on. Sit down. You are Winnie. Oh, yes, you are Winnie. And nobody will ever be Winnie. So what do you do is to choose peace. And I've said, I think I've chosen peace, and I'm going to keep on choosing peace for everything else that I do. Because once I have peace and once I live transparent for myself, I don't care if you know me, God knows me. And that's it.
Yeah. And we have to always remember that we are all different.
Yes.
We're all beautiful.
Everybody bring different things to the
we're
world.
We're all different. We all bring something to the table, either negative or we all can't be alike. We all can't bring the same energy. whether in a relationship, in work colleagues and stuff. You just have to bring yourself and be respectful about people around you. And when you do that, you'll be at peace. Even your spouse, even when your spouse is not at that level where you want him to be, you cannot disrespect him.
No.
In front of people, outside, it doesn't matter. You have to protect what you love so that people do not know what's going on in there. Most of the times people know your business because you say something to somebody.
Yeah. And talk about that. I don't know if you saw it. I want to catch. I think there's a fight going on. We almost done with Mrs. Kennedy. And
I saw that. I was very sudden about it. I don't know exactly what transpired, but again, it's a situation where it's very hard to defend somebody when you don't know where they're coming from in that anger. She could have done that because she had put up with it for a very long time and say, what, enough is enough. I don't know. So that's why we have to be very careful not to join a bandwagon of chaos because there's something going on. You just have to pray for that. The two people that are in the picture, which is husband and wife, pray for them so that they can find some common ground so they can handle this properly, because they have kids, I think.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, it doesn't matter what they have, whether they have kids, but they've been together for some time. Praying for them so that they can find peace somehow, so that this can die off. And then I think you threw me off on that one. I wanted to say something. What I wanted to say was the young people that are finding love now. Okay, when you find love, if you want that relationship to grow into however you want your relationship to, put God first. Take that relationship to God, to the altar. Kneel down, mention the name of your husband or your wife and yourself. Just say, you know what, God, you created us. You wanted this to happen. We are putting this relationship in your hands. We are your children. We are sinners. We are all sinners. We are sinners. But you know us. You built us. You created us, sorry. You know us. Please, we beg of you. We want a very successful, very healthy relationship. We will take your guidance. When you do that, every time you do something wrong, check yourself.
There's high power. There's God.
No, I went to pray to God that I wanted this. I cannot go that route. You check yourself all the time, because that will give you a guidance to a prosperous, healthy relationship. Don't leave God out of it. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
God has to be in your relationship. Whether it's work, or
everything,
it's friendship, or it's a relationship, a love relationship. Find God first. If you haven't, you can start from now. You can start talking about God towards your relationship to your spouse, to say, you know what, I think we lost it.
You're very right.
Every day.
You are very right. It's very important to leave everything in God's hands, God's name, and you're able to see yourself grow. You don't have to grow bigger. Gradually, you will learn how to pray. You learn how to pray together. And even if your spouse doesn't know how to pray, or you don't know how to pray, sometimes just sit down and just pray, and your spouse will follow you. Especially women, they say we are the neck. So you want to fix your home, make sure your neck is stiff and straight.
Yeah.
So when you stand there, pray for your spouse. As you are working in the house, pray for your home, pray for children, pray for everything. Guys, even the Bible says pray for everything, anything, pray. Because once you get married, the devil wants to go and destroy your marriage. And it's one covenant that God has said is ordained. It's their marriage, especially marriage. The devil will always come and try to destroy. But if he finds you a prayerful person, you're protecting your home. Because guess what? There are so many spirits of Jezebel, Delilah, spirit of, if you don't pray for your husband, the Delilah is just sitting down watching waiting for your husband to just say hi, and then the Delilah is available, and you are tired at home, you are busy at home. So make sure you pray for your spouse. And I'm saying this, I even saw this something, I think on TikTok. One of the wife was taking a nap. She dreamed that her husband was being attacked by Delilahs. I call them Delilahs or Jezebel. And then she kept on praying for her husband. Wherever he was, guess what? The girl was trying to seduce her husband. She started just saying, itching from the car. She started itching. And the husband was like, why are you itching? She's like, I don't know. She's like, get out of my car. The moment he left and got to the house, the husband, he walked in and found the wife praying for her husband. So, you always have to, and at the end was saying, like, pray for your spouse. It's really important. Embracing love on Valentine's Day, yes, but we have to celebrate love all the time. We have to embrace it all the time. I think it's a beautiful thing when you find love.
Yeah. And then I wanted to talk a little bit about prayer. You said something like, for those that don't know how to pray, there's another way of praying. Speak to God. Speak to Him. Just speak. Because, some people don't know how to put words together to create a prayer, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you can speak.
Yeah.
As you go, as you walk around every day, you can just say, when you wake up, say, God, thank you so much. I woke up today, and thank you so much for everybody in this house. And I'm everybody back home, everybody in the world. Let peace reign. You're just talking. Because when you're talking, make sure that you mention God, because you can be talking to the evil in the air. So you have to mention God all the time. God, I'm speaking to you as your child. I humbly come to you because I need help. I need help today. I'm going for an interview. I don't know how it's going to work, but be the light.
Mm-hmm.
That's talk. It's not prayer. Because if you give those same words to a preaching person like Winnie, they'll come and kneel down and construct these words back to back, and then you'll be like, wow. But you can do the same thing, but talk. I talk. I believe in talking, because sometimes it's something that I just want to take out of my chest. I might be working here, sitting down, and I'm just saying, God, please help me so I can finish this case that I'm doing. Is really difficult, but give me some peace so that I can do this right. I don't want to lose my mind about it, blah, blah, blah. I finish, that's it. And I move on I don't have to say amen if I don't want to. But it's just talk to my God, because nobody said until you say amen, that's a prayer. No.
Pray just to seal it.
Yes, you pray as you go. In Zambia, they say, I'm
not going there. This way there's one or two is there. Even by yourself is there.
Yeah, it's
true. Sometimes if you don't know how to pray for your spouse, start praying, praise and worship. Sing along in the house. And then while you're singing along, you find yourself in, God will teach you, trust me, as long as you invite Him in your heart. So this Valentine's Day, I think I'm just going to leave the words of affirmation. Pray for your spouse every single day. Don't take things for granted. Delilahs and Jezebels are out there. I don't know what name should I name for men? Because even their men too find it. Listen.
Yeah. No, I just feel like anybody that has a partner in their life, whether it's a husband or a boyfriend or soon to be girlfriend, boyfriend, those are talks that you have to have. Have you seen the show Pop the Balloon?
Yes, I've seen it.
Yes. If you've seen the Pop the Balloon show, most of the times you find a very good looking woman or a very good looking guy comes in. The moment the question comes about God, and if they say no, it doesn't matter how good looking they are.
Yeah. You have to be honest.
Yes, it's something that you have to put first. You don't have to look at the well-groomed person and then find out later that they are demons when you get them in your life. So those are very important questions to ask. What is your relationship with God? If they say, oh, mm, I believe in God, but uh, the moment you delayed, that means you don't know what you believe in. You don't have a relationship with God. So it's one of the things that most of these young people don't talk about. They talk about the outside beauty.
They talk about the wedding. They talk about
Yes,
how many people they're gonna invite. They do this, and you're forgetting the one most important thing.
yeah. So it's very important for people to understand that when you are starting a relationship, and this is who, I mean, there are so many men out there and there's so many women out there. For that man to choose you and say, it's you that I like, or for that woman to say yes to you because you asked her out, that means you are starting something. So when you are starting to start that conversation, first thing first, you have to say, you know what, with all this craziness that's going around, a lot of relationships are broken. I just feel like ours should start with God. Let's try and pray about it every day. Are you a prayerful person? I don't know how to pray. I don't know how to pray. Okay, let's talk to God every day, every morning. When your spouse forgets to talk about to pray, you pray for them. God, pray for my wife or my husband was do their daily duties every day out there. Give them strength, give them light, give them wisdom, whatever prayer you come up with. Trust me, things are going to work in your favor.
Yep. Yes. So we have some movies we wanted to share. I mean, what books? You say you got some books you wanted to share?
Some books I wanted to say, so Me Before You by Giorgio Moyes. That's a very good book. I've read that book. It's a beautiful story, and I think you guys need to buy the book. You can actually buy it on Amazon. And Half of a Yellow Sun by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. This young lady from Nigeria, and she's amazing. She has a lot of books. She's very well spoken, and she has, when she talks, you really feel you really feel that Ubuntu in her because she speaks from her heart.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of times we pick a book based on the color of the book or the title. Sometimes read the index book, read what the storyline is, and see if you can finish it. I read books from the problem with me. When I get a book, I can't put it down. So I don't read all the time because I have that problem. It's like movies. When I start a movie, if it's a series, I want to finish the whole thing. So I rarely do series. Like season 1, I want to finish the whole thing. I binge watch. And so you guys, if you have any books that you've read before that resonates to our topic today, or that you've heard a friend of yours has read a book that's really nice, please share it with us so that some people who have never read about the book can read about it, and then let's all learn together. What about movies? What do we have?
Is it My Secret Valentine?
Oh yeah, so these are Valentine's movies. You can find it on YouTube. I think you can find it on YouTube. My Secret Valentine, and there was another one that I shared. Let me see. I'll share it right now.
And then I was gonna say, while you're trying to share that, and I was gonna say this. I mean, we spoke so much about love, right? But what we're forgetting to say here is, you cannot love somebody if you don't love yourself. So we need self-care. So this Valentine's, before you're gonna go loving your spouse, if you can spend a few minutes with you, moments with you, you have to learn to start loving yourself before you start offering love to somebody else.
Loving yourself, number one.
Yeah.
Loving yourself is number one. I think that's one of the things I missed. I wanted to talk about it.
Yeah.
But you know what? We all know that you have to love yourself first in order for you to love the other person.
Yes.
If you're toxic, you come from a toxic background, you come from a toxic relationship, trust me, you're not going to make a good partner in the next relationship. So phase out from that, clean yourself, pray, clean yourself from all the abandonment issues that you have, so you can be clean in the other relationship.
The other way. Yeah.
What is your favorite classic movie that you watch? Me, it's Pretty Woman.
Oh my gosh, that's forever. That is what do you mean?
I've watched Pretty Woman so many times, and every time I watch it, I find a part that I was like, wait a minute, how did I miss
it? You lost it big. A big time. You lost it big time.
Anyway, so
I love that woman.
We've come to the end of the show, you guys. Again, this is the Insaka Talk Show. We air out on Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I think it's 20 hours in Zambia. And the topic is about, on Friday is Valentine's Day. I'm trying to remember, because me, Valentine's, we are like this. We are looking for 2 couples between the ages of 25 and 35, and another one between the ages of 40 and 55. Please share your love story, the amazing things that you want us to hear about, how you met, and how you can inspire other people with your love story. You're going to have a very great night, a dinner night,
or lunch,
house or lunch, whatever you decide, because we don't know your household dynamics. You might have little children and you don't have anyone to watch them, so you customize your dinner, whether it's lunch or dinner, and then we have a surprise after that. We're not sharing until you win the show.
And these are only for people in Zambia.
These are just people in Zambia. Please, if you're in America, do not inbox and say, I want no. We're trying to just limit this so that we can celebrate love with the people that deserve it. Not that everybody doesn't deserve it, but unfortunately we can only pick 2.
Yes. And I have a question, Irene. What if we find somebody who are married, they've been married for 70 years?
That's still 2. It doesn't matter. Okay. If we don't find, if somebody, there's always going to be somebody who's going to sneak in and put a story, and then they are 60-something. We're not going to count them out. No, we're going to say, as long as a beautiful story, like I said earlier, I said, we have identified 2 seniors in our community that are going to go through all those stories and see how authentic they are and who's saying the truth. So be truthful, be honest as much as possible. This is not about winning. This is about sharing love.
Yes.
Okay.
Love it for us. Love it for you. Thank you very much for the Insaka Talk Show family. Please like, subscribe. And excuse me, I think we're going to play this on Friday on Valentine's Day as well. So you guys can be able to see it again. But stay tuned. And if you have a story, you want to come on Insaka Talk Show, there's the email, the insaka@gmail.com. You can inbox us. You want to share something, only positive. Sometimes we go through different seasons. We are in a different season right now. Stay put. Remember, God is in control. For me, it's love.
Embracing love on Valentine's Day, a special treat from the Insaka Talk Show. I hope we see that very soon so we can celebrate with you on Friday. From me, all the way from Chicago, shalom.
Shalom.